Hello there, it's another Sunday, and it's so nice to be with you again. My name is Wale. It's the Way Show, your Sunday evening entertainment, sports, and general interest magazine show. So please, if you're new to the show, don't forget subscribe to the show, okay, and also set your alarm bells for notifications. So when we upload new videos, you can as well just go back and have a look and at your leisure, at your time. And don't forget to also like all our shows on Instagram, Twitter, and obviously on YouTube. It's the Way Show. Like I said, my name is Wally, and today I'm actually very excited because we've got a very special person on the show today. Probably one of Africa's greatest athletes ever. She a shining star for Nigeria, shining star for Africa, and indeed a shining star for the world of athletics in the world all over. She's a former Olympian. She is, by all means, a record holder, a record breaker, a record that still stands up to today, way back from, over 20, 25 years now. Record is still standing. She is based in the United States of America. So glad that we are talking to her here from London all the way to the United States of America. I'm talking about no other person but the awesome, the great, the one and only Fatimat Yusuf-Olukoju. If you are there, so nice to have you here today. I'm so glad to have you. So interesting to have such an awesome person. We all especially people watching, knew that lady that ran 400 meters for Nigeria, brought so much honor. Just watching you on the show on TV, but to be with you, talking to you live today, I must say it's an honor, and we're so delighted and glad to have you on the show.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome from you. I totally appreciate you guys, and glad to be with you.
Thank you for coming to the show. So before we start, how's life been post-retirement? I mean, quite a lot of people are probably wondering, what's she up to? What's she been doing? How's she been keeping herself busy? So what have you been doing since retirement?
Well, life has been good. I have no complaint. I am grateful. I thank God. I got married to my best friend, Adewale Olukoju, also an athlete for Nigeria. And we have 4 children together. And wow. He is in the law enforcement, my husband. And I am a fitness trainer. I have my own fitness studio. And I also coach at a local high school. So life has been good. I have no complaint. And I'm just excited and looking forward to what the Lord has in store for my children. Thank you.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. So good to hear about your family, lovely children, and about your husband, especially, who also was a mega star back in the days, So, but today we're going to be talking about you. We're going to be zeroing now to you and maybe to your husband some other point in time. So, let me take a step back in the days, like we always say, 1996 Atlanta. If you look back to that competition itself, how was it for you? I mean, a young person coming out of Nigeria, going to the Olympics. What was it like for you, especially putting on that green, white, green of Nigeria, and before actually winning the medal? How was it for you pre-medal and after medal?
Yeah, it was an honor to have made the team. And so excited to make it there alive. I mean alive because the prior Olympics, I didn't make it. And I was determined to go to that Olympics. So the moment I made the team, I'm like, okay, this is it. I gotta go. And we got there, and the tensions were high, emotions were high. And as an athlete, you just have to keep those in checks. That way you don't fall off the cliff before the competition starts. So yeah, we went through the rounds. I think we had 3 people. Yeah, we had 3 people that actually made it through the rounds to the semifinal, if I'm not mistaken. And my goal was to make it to the finals, and I did. And I think we have 2 of us in the final, myself and Chief Falela Tobukoya. and she came third, and I came sixth. And it was a great day for Nigeria to have two Nigerians make it in the final for the 400 meters. It was unheard of. And then that ended. We celebrated her bronze medalist. And then we're like, okay, we got to regroup now. We got the relay to take care of. We got this. And the goal was for us just to make it to the finals. And then whatever happens, we will deal with it. And thank God we came second in that relay. And we were all in disbelief and that we actually got a medal out of it. And it was very emotional. And we didn't display a lot of emotion right there, but inside each one of us, when camera wasn't looking, we were like, guys, we actually did it. We got a medal. Can you believe that? So it was a great day for us, great day for Nigeria, and personally, in disbelief that I made it to the final, that I came home with the silver medal. Yes.
And it was also back at home back then. We watching the Olympics 1996. It was probably our best outing ever in football. We won the gold medal, and you guys were like burning the tracks, doing everything positive for Nigeria. It was. So looking back again, what were the key moments for you during that Olympics? Aside, obviously winning the relays, key moments that actually stood out that you probably will always sit back and remember and probably smile about it. And some points probably you sit back and think, oh no, that shouldn't have been done that way.
Well, the Games Village is everyone, not just Nigeria, not just Africa, all the world were there. And you got to meet these people and with their own different culture and values, and some you identify with, some you're like, no, I don't think that's great. But all these people, the international zone where everybody comes to meet and greet, is amazing. And I still kept some of the friends I met in 1996. I still kept in contact with them, and they're not even Nigerians. They're not even Africans. That's the awesomeness of Olympics. That's a lifelong friend that I made there that will stay with me for the rest of my life. And then the other Nigerians, we joke a lot and have fun. And do you remember this 1996? It was just, it's a memory that nobody can take away from you. There's no amount of money that you can equate to that feelings. And that's just amazing.
I read one of your interviews recently. Actually, I think the interview was done sometime about 2 years ago in the Punch newspaper. And you mentioned about people in America, schools in America still borrow your medals to show kids in school to say, you know what, guys, this lady won that. Okay, you can aspire, you could be that lady, you can even better what she's done. So that's going on in America. And now you wonder about your home country, Nigeria.
Yeah.
Things like that don't really happen. We tend to forget our heroes. We forget people that brought us, glory. At some point, when you go to these schools in the States, how do you feel sometimes when you see things like that happening? And then back home, I mean, people born after 1996, I'm sorry to say, not a lot of them really know who Fatimat is.
Yeah, absolutely. Here in America, sports is like, I don't know. I'm looking for the word now.
Probably a religion.
It's thank you. PE and all that stuff, because not all the kids who participated in sport are going to make it to the Olympics.
Sure.
But they will take something away from it that will help them through life as they age. So we Nigerians back home, we need to start to we need to start to think like that. You said not many people know who Fatimat Yusuf is. Not just me. A lot of our great athletes, these young people have no idea who they are. Then what happened? Who is not teaching them the history? The teachers, the coaches, the administrators? They don't know their history. And it is sad. If they know their history, that Fatimat Yusuf-Olukoju, Bisi Falabi, Charity Okpara won a silver medal at the Olympics, that we need to go get that record. That record is way too old. They don't know we've been there before. If you ask some of the Nigerian athletes, they have no idea that Nigerians have won silver medal in the 4x4, that we have 2 people that made it in the final of the 400 meters. History, I believe, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I don't think they're teaching them history. It should be part of our curriculum. The coaches should be advocated in a way. They should be using us as an example to encourage these youngsters that, hey, they've done it. I want you to go there, meet their goal, and surpass it. It's not being taught, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. It's not being taught.
Would you say, I'm sorry to cut you short now, would you say it could be probably because there's that divide? Okay, they're over there. They're not Americans. They're British. They're Europeans. Oh, they're doing their stuff over there. Let us do our stuff over here. And there's that divide. Would you say that that's a problem?
Yes and no. There is still a foundation that every single country has to follow. That is the development of the youth. There is no way around it. But Nigeria wants to go around it. Look where we are. We have to go back to where it works. We have to go back to the drawing boards. How did we make it? How did we get here? Which is the youth. So everybody in this all the sports in the world, they go back to their grassroots. But in Nigeria, we don't. So that foundation never changes. The way you attain it is different, but the goal and the means of getting it is still the same. At least in my view, in my belief, we have to go back to school sports. We have to empower all those PE headmasters, headmistress. We have to empower them. We have to bring them on board. We have to support them because they are the ones that have the first-hand knowledge of these kids when they come to their classes. We have to teach them how to talent identify. Who do they need to contact after they have to identify this kid? We don't have that system.
And that was a system that actually really worked for you and your colleagues back in the days, because a lot of you were picked up from the schools, from schools competition, and then drafted into the national teams. It was the same for the athletes and also for the footballers. And why do you think we are failing, or we fell by the wayside? It was the norm before. We had a foundation before, which produced the likes of you and other ones. But along the line, we sort of dropped off it. Why would you say we missed it? Or why did we drop off it?
I believe people want a quick fix. They don't want to do the dirty job. Coaching a youngster is the dirty job. It doesn't bring any glory. It takes time for the fruit to ripe.
Yeah.
So they wait until this child is an adult, and or in between that, there is no training, there is no foundation instilling these kids. So it's because there is no glory. It's a quick fix. They're putting Band-Aid on the wound. It doesn't help. Nobody wants to do the dirty job. We should be having a lot of youth clubs all over Nigeria, all over. We don't have it. In America, we do. I have a youth club. My youngest one is 5 years old. You should see him run with perfect form.
Wow.
And that child have a higher chance of making it than a child who doesn't even know anything, who has never been taught. So coaching youth in Nigeria is a dirty job. There is no incentive. Therefore, coaches don't go through that route.
So would you say the problem now is if we are going to lay, well, I don't want to use the word lady blames on the footsteps of anyone, but would you say the government, back in the days we used to have an NSC, Nigeria Sports Commission, which was brilliant, and obviously they worked with the Ministry of Education to get people like you, and you know, after you, NSC was like, you know, whatever, it went whatever way. Would you say we need a strong government sports policy, okay, to enable, all right, people like yourself, like so many others scattered around the world, rebuild sports again, going back to that foundation of coaching the coaches and obviously supporting schools and youth clubs to get to where we should get to, where we now build a factory to produce all these youngsters. Would you say that's the right way?
Absolutely. The policy are in place. There's nothing wrong with the policy. People just stop enforcing it. People stop applying it. Those policies still work. Maybe we might need some updates. We don't need another committee to set up another policy. It's a waste of time and money. We have it in place. Let's see what worked then and what didn't work, and let's fix it. We don't need to reinvent the wheels. It has been done for us by awesome, good administrators. I'm not going to name any name here right now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we need the government, because sponsorship, they've been born. The trust has been lost. Lack of accountability, lack of checks and balances. If I'm a business owner, I ain't giving my money to no one who is not willing to show me how they spend my money. Why would I want to do that? So we need to rebuild trust. I believe we have tons of men and women, business owners in Nigeria who love sports and they're willing to support. But we got to assure them that what we say we're going to use their money for is what we're actually going to do with their money. And for us not to wait for them to ask us, to show them our books. How did we spend it? Did we spend it on the things we said we're going to do? So we have a lot of rebuild. We have a lot of fixing to do. And we need awesome people with like-minded that love the sports to do it, to be our face. We need to, we have all these old people running our sports with old ideas that has failed us. And they continue to be there. Why? They need to go. We need new, fresh faces, fresh new idea. We have them in Nigeria. We have people who can get the job done. But the roadblocks, how are you going to cross it? But we will cross it.
Yeah.
The revolution is starting.
Hopefully, yes. We will cross it.
It is starting. And I believe good days are ahead for Nigeria.
Amen. I say amen to that. Few episodes ago, we had a coach, an Olympic coach, Kayode Dada, came into. We spoke with him about problems with sports and zeroing in on athletics itself, because he is also the coach to Ese Brume, who is Commonwealth champion and has been doing well. And one of the things he mentioned was, apart from the problem with our administrators, people, the actors within the sports itself, don't actually trust each other. Mm-hmm. Okay, you are a coach. I'm giving an example. I am your coach. Okay, and Yomi is a coach to another person. I probably won't want Yomi to succeed because I only want you to succeed. I don't want Yomi to succeed. We're not thinking as a team. We're not thinking like we're representing, one, Nigeria, two, Africa, to obviously excel. During your time, did you find those kind of situations where people were not actually on the same page? People were just working at a different pace, thinking, it's just me. I just want my ward to be okay. Don't worry about the other person. At your time, did you have it? And now, do you think there's a way we can actually solve that problem?
Absolutely. I've observed that too myself. Back in my days, I did not observe that. When we were in camp in 1988, it was Coach Tobolo, may his soul rest in peace, and then Coach Lakaboso from Niger, may his soul rest in peace. They collaborate. They collaborate, and sometimes they modify my workout because I couldn't do it all. I was a skinny, tiny little creature then. So they talk. But recently, I think it was about 3 years ago, somebody brought it to my attention, the division among the Nigerian coaches. I'm like, wow. Oh my goodness. So that is the division among the administrator, division among the coaches, division among the athletes. I'm like, no. This is not going to help. It's not going to help. There should be unity, unified together. Because I believe that who is going to take Nigerian track and field to the next level are the coaches. So if they are all apart, how is that going to happen? Together, they will be forced to reckon with. The jealousy, it's got to go through out the window. I didn't become a coach overnight without the support of a lot of mentors in America here and some in Nigeria. And one of them in Nigeria is Tony Osheku. You know, when I was going through my coaching certification education, I pick up the phone and call. What do I do? But Nigerian coaches cannot do that. There is lack of trust. Oh, I don't want to show him or her my coaching plan. I don't want his or her coach or her athlete to succeed over mine. It doesn't work like that. It's a huge problem. It's huge. And we have to address that. It has not been addressed. Coaches can't just pick up the phone and say, hey, this is the workout I'm planning for my child. What do you think about it? They can't.
Wow.
It's sad. It's not like that here in America.
So if that don't work, then where would we... So if coaches don't unite, okay, so how then can they bring out a plan to show the administrators to then excel at competitions? I mean, I remember when Coach Kayode said that, I was like petrified. I was like, what? How could that actually work? I mean, you guys have a sole goal. Go out there, make Nigeria proud, make Africa proud, but you're not unified. So if they're not unity, there's no unity in the camp, how then can they succeed and bring out these talented young men and women to go out there and do the country proud? Is there any other way? Or is there any other plan? Or is there anything you guys that have succeeded? You mean you've done tons, you've got experience. And is there a way you can probably, I don't know now, probably set up a body or probably set up an advisory committee? I know you're tired of the word committee. Advisory body to advise these people and then let them know that, listen, guys, we all should be singing from the same hymn book,
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a way. Like I said, good days are ahead. Nigerian sports is not dead. It's on life support, and we have to revive it. Again, any organization is like this. Top to the bottom. The unity has to start from the top. Look at the AFN right now. They're all over the place. And then it trickles down all the way to the athletes, including the coaches. So it's got to start from the top. We need to have a solid AFN administration. We have to have a solid board members. We don't even freaking have a national coach.
So we have individual coaches
right now because I don't want to cry on national television.
Oh my
we don't
God.
have a chief coach. There is no national coach. It is the national coach that holds the coaches together. That is missing. So everything is falling apart all over. It's from the top. We don't have a national coach. Who is going to be nurturing those coaches? Who is supporting them? No one. So at the end of the day, I don't blame those coaches as well. There is no leadership. It's broken. We have to fix it. We have to fix it. Yeah, can it be done? Absolutely. I mean, I mentor some of the coaches back home, and I know a lot of my colleagues all over, some in America, some in Germany. They mentor some coaches. But there's some who are not willing to come forward and ask for help. They have my email address, they have my phone number. Some of them will call, and I will actually go over training theories with them, troubleshoot any problem they have with the athlete. I will actually do it. But we need to make it national. We need to make it for everybody. I can't do that from here. I can't mentor everyone from here. We need a national coach. That's the job of a national coach, to make sure those coaches are getting good education. Send them for training. Update them of any new training theories, any scientifically proven training methods. They don't have that. They are all trying to make ends meet. So we can't really fault them. Leadership must come from the top to the bottom. If the top is weak, the bottom will be weak as well, which is what we're experiencing right now. And it's sad. It
is. Before we continue, we're just going to go on a mini short break because we want to see Fatimat again in action. Okay, we want to go back down the memory lanes and see some of the things we were up to. This is one of the best pictures of you that I actually like,
Thank you.
In there, and you were like, that very elegant, very focused.
Thank you.
And it was something I grew to know, and I still look at the present moment, and I smile a lot when I say, like, that's a Trojan. She's going for gold.
You are very kind.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So we're gonna go on a short break and see if we can get some videos of you actually doing your thing. And we'll be right back to continue.
Charity Opera, just 17 years of age and the fastest qualifier, set a New Zealand all-comers record in the semi-finals. And in lane number 6, the top-ranked 400-metre runner here. There she is, Linda Keogh from England. Silver medal in the 4x400-metre relay 4 years ago in Edmonton. And with the absence of Grace Jackson and Pauline Davis, really started this competition as the favourite. But in fact, the fastest time, as we said, in the semi-finals went to Charity Opera, starting in lane 5.
Set. Stand up, please.
And Jennifer Stout, the English woman in lane.
Set.
And away this time in the women's 400 metres final. 2 Nigerians who have run so well at these games, as have their men in the 100 sprints yesterday. And as they make their way down the back straight, and first to show out, in fact, running in lane number 7 is Mercy Addy from Ghana. No sign of the Nigerians yet. Now Linda Keogh starts to make a move at the 200-metre mark, running in lane number 6, the English woman. Through the 200-metre mark they go, and it's Linda Keogh being matched all the way by the Nigerians. Now Charity Opera, the 17-year-old, starts to make her play. 110 metres to go. This is going to be interesting as they line up here. The 2 Nigerians are there. Can the English woman hang on, or did she go out too hard? A beautiful run here coming from Charity Opera. Now Keogh digs down a bit deeper, but coming through in lane 3 is Fatimat Yusuf from Nigeria. Keogh's left the run too late, or has she? But the long legs of Fatimat Yusuf from Nigeria carry her to victory. Keogh goes home in 2nd place, and the bronze medal goes to 17-year-old Charity Opera from Nigeria. So the Nigerians 1 and 3. And this really was something of a surprise. Ranked only 13th in the Commonwealth before these games, but she's come through and won the gold medal.
Wow. What memories does that bring back to you?
I got goosebumps. I'm not gonna lie.
I like the commentator, the long legs of Fatimat Yusuf.
I know, right? Long legs. My legs are short now.
That was the Commonwealth Games, if I am correct.
Yes.
And you were 13th, but you claimed the gold medal. And I need to ask this question. There's no amount of coaching that would, your coach will never be there with you at the blocks. Okay. No. It is just going to be you. How much effort did you put in there that time? At one point, the commentator was saying, we can't even see the Nigerians. We can't find the Nigerians. Charity, nowhere to be found. Fatima, nowhere to be found. Yeah. All of a sudden, the super long legs got into action and zoom. So what was it like that time?
Just like you said, when you were called up on there and you're checking you in, you're setting your blocks, there's no coach. Again, it comes back to your race tactics that the coach has rehearsed. You have rehearsed with your coach so many times, and you have rehearsed it yourself to stick to the plan. as you heard him, he said we were behind. I have to stick to my plan. You know, I'm not a speed runner. Then I'm an endurance runner. I don't want to take off and not be able to finish. So I have to stick to my plan. So I have to stick to my plan. And again, all this adrenaline that comes on, you have to be able to handle them. And it comes on during practice as well. So it comes on during practice. At the competition, it's like, oh, okay, I know these feelings. I've been there, I felt it before during practice. So I'm just going to stick to my plan. So it's one thing that I think is missing in some of our young Nigerian athletes that make it to the world stage. Is that, I mean, I've watched them compete several times. They're all over the place. They don't. I don't see any signature. I don't see their signature when they run. Each time it's a different race plan. So hopefully the coaches they will educate themselves, team up, and learn from each other. Hopefully, I hope.
The last Olympics or the last Commonwealth Games or the last World Championship? Michael Johnson was in the studio, in the BBC studio. I was analyzing some American athletes, over 200 meters. And what he said was, most of the present coaches now take a look at the old athletes that won medals for America. All right, they check the signature moves, like you just said, the timings, the postures, the way they start from the blocks. Okay, why do they do that? Because they want to improve the present ones. Your timings, your records in 400 meters has been there now for years. I mean, a child born when you set that record is already getting married, having kids. And that record is still there. No Nigerian, no Africans broken it. What's the problem?
Well, I will correct you on that. The 400-meter record is by Chief Fatimat Yusuf-Olukoju. Yeah. Even still, I don't even remember next time a Nigerian ran a 50.2 in the 400. I don't even remember I don't remember that. I don't remember that. We ran 49 seconds. We ran 49 seconds in the 400 meter, and we freaking have 3 people that run in the semifinal or quarterfinal at the Olympic level. We don't have that anymore. So back to what you were saying regarding MJ analyzing competition, I don't see any athletes running like Fatimat Yusuf-Olukoju. I don't see a replica of her. I don't see replica of Charity Okpara. I don't see replica of Olabisi Afolabi. I don't see replica of myself, Fatimat Yusuf. Nobody wants to run like us. No coaches, nobody is studying us. Nobody. Maybe they didn't. Do they not know that we were once at the world stage? That we were once ranked number 3, number 10 in the world? That we were once world junior champion? That we were the first African women to run under 50 seconds? I took 400 meters to the next level. Yeah. I'm going to brag about myself right now. I took it to the next level. It was because I got my butt whooped at the international. I'm like, I'm going home. I'm going to train hard. I'm going to correct my ugly form. I'm going to come back for y'all. And that's what I did 1990 at the All African Games. That was when I ran that 49 seconds. Nigerian athletes, especially the 400 meter one, they don't think they need speed to run 400. They believe in only endurance. It's not going to cut it, baby. You have to be able to sprint that 200 like somebody is coming to kill you. They don't believe in that. Fatimat's best 200 meter is 22 low.
Wow.
You have to. Mine was 22 low. For you to run that fast, you have to have the speed. You see that the coaches are teaching it to the athletes, and the athletes don't believe in it, or I don't know what is going on. Yeah, in the 100 meter, 200 meters, yeah, we have few people that are making it to the semifinal, to the finals. But in the 400 meters, it's like it's dead.
Do you think do you think it's just because it's not, pardon me to use this word, it's not attractive? People tend to get attracted to sprinters, 100 meters, 200 meters, the 400 meters. Well, yeah, could it be that? But then there was Michael Johnson, nice, a mega star. They at some point they used to call him the Superman. I did all this. Yeah. So why is it that we don't have people doing the quarter miles like you guys did that time? At that time in Nigeria, we had sprinters. 100 meters, we were like burning the tracks. 400 meters, the same. But nowadays, we tend to have people just doing the 100 meters, 200 meters, and probably long jump. Every other thing, no, just forget about it. Is it because it's not attractive enough, or is it because our coaches are not just getting it right? Just like you said.
It could be a combination of a lot of things. Like you said, 400 meter is not a flashy event. you have to be crazy. You have to be crazy up here to run the damn 400 meters. And it takes discipline. It takes a lot of little stuff for you to be a good 400 meter runner. And it could be the kids just don't want to run it. They don't want to experience the pain, the lactic acid that you call it booty lock, that you feel. 150 to go, 100 meters to go. They don't want to feel it. You see, because maybe the coaches are not talent IDing these kids. They just believe everybody should run 1 and 2, no 400 meters. So it could be a lot of things. So I can't really say, okay, this is why they're not doing well in the 400 meters. Or it could be the coaching. Are the coaching not coaching them to run, to be able to, 400 meters is a sprint. It's a long sprint. That's why you have to have that be able to sprint for a long time and hold on to it. So it could be a combination. Again, my brother, it comes down to national coach. We don't have national coach. It should be the national coach's job to be able to analyze, to figure out, to do the study, what is going on. Is there any breakdown in coaching? Then let's fix it. We don't have that.
Okay, I think we've had enough of this issue with the coaches and what have you. Let's go now to what you yourself are doing too, and well, this is the super long legs. Is that with the Olympic medal? Is that you with the Olympic medal?
That was my Olympic medal. Yes.
That's good. So let's go now to what you are personally doing, especially in Kogi State, which is obviously laudable. Could you tell us more about what your vision is, starting with Kogi State, and obviously what your vision is, personally what you're doing to improve the sport in Nigeria as a whole?
Yes, absolutely. Again, I'm excited and honored that I was called upon to come help my home state, Kogi, and just looking forward to helping them revamping the whole system alongside with other coaches there and then the technical director over there. Because of the COVID, of course, we cannot move forward in any of our plans. So we're just holding off to, I believe the school goes back in about 2 weeks or so. And then we're going to, the people on the ground are going to monitor the kids and see if it's safe for us to bring our plan back on. And then if so, then we're going to move quickly forward. Again, we have so many talented kids in Kogi State. They are tall, long legs.
Long legs.
Long legs. And then they all go to team sport. They play basketball, volleyball, and all that stuff. We need those long legs in track. So
yes,
that's what I'm so excited and looking forward to go ID more Fatimat Yusuf from Kogi and the surrounding area. So I'm really excited to be part of Kogi athletics, and I just can't wait. I can't wait. It's like I'm sleeping right now, and I'm looking forward to waking up to greatness. So yes.
That's brilliant thing to do. So as it is, we obviously be looking forward to, in the next 5-10 years, people that will be challenging all your records and obviously what you're doing now is just going to do the dirty job, just like you said.
That's right.
You need to get the raw gold and fine tune them so that at the end of the day they shine. Tell us again about Village Coach Fitness.
Village Coach Fitness. I can't wait. I'm sorry, I cut you off. I'm sorry.
Go on. Tell me about it.
Village Coach Fitness is my fitness business. It's a fitness studio. You know, I'm from the village, little village, and I love that name, Village Coach Fitness. So Village Coach Fitness came to life in 2011, and that was after I let myself go, no exercise. I was just eating my eyes out, and I became overweight. I mean, I weighed 209 from 137 during my competition age. Then I have my kids. I was weighing 140, 150 to 209 after my last child was born, and then coupled with health issues, arthritis, and knee hurting, everything was hurting. So I've had enough, and I've tried yo-yo diet. They call it yo-yo diet here, where you take weight loss pills and lose 10 pounds in 5 days, and then when you stop, you gain 20 more pounds back. So yeah, it happens to me. And the pill is called Fen-Phen. I don't know if you guys have heard about it in London. Fen-Phen. It's a weight loss pill. Very popular.
You can
Google it.
I'll ask my missus.
Yeah, that pills, he almost gave me a heart attack.
Wow.
I mean, my heart was palpitating. I'm like, okay, this is it. I was so terrified. I'm like, I'm not about to die. I want to watch my kids grow. And I throw it away. I'm like, okay, what can I do? I have to go back to what works, which is doing it natural way. I couldn't jog, but I will walk a mile. I will increase it the next week to 2 miles. I started to clean up my diet, and I lost it. I've been feeling great then. So from there, I'm like, okay, if I went through this, it's got to be more many Fatimats out there who is suffering. I got to go reach out to them. So hence why Village Coach Fitness was born. So yeah.
So are you?
That's it.
I know Nigerians at the moment, and generally Africans are actually very into fitness now, health club and what have you. Are you also thinking about probably bringing this to Africa, your brand of Village Coach Fitness regime? Maybe it's something you're going to bring in physically, or probably something you're going to probably bring out on television or what have you?
Well, I can say no or yes to that. Right now, my hands are full. My children are still young. I have 2 in college, in university, and 2 are still going to high school. So maybe once the last one leave house, they leave the home, I will have more time to branch out to Nigeria. But right now, I'm so proud of our citizens of Nigeria. Everybody, they're taking good care of themselves, and I'm so proud. Anytime I see a little video showing workout, I'm like, yes, they're getting it in. Because we have to stay healthy. A healthy mind will do wonders. Will do wonders and prevent us from having all these illnesses and prolong our longevity. So whenever I see anybody working out, my heart becomes warm, and I'm happy and excited. So I'm all for healthness, for fitness, because I know what it does for the body.
So people watching now, if they want to start, a fitness regime, what's the first thing you probably would tell them to start with?
I will tell them to check in with their doctors to make sure it's okay for them to exercise, and to also, if they have any heart issues, they can't just go into a vigorous workout. That will do more harm to them than good. Check in with your doctors. If you don't have any health issues, then you can start walking, do a mile, 1-2 kilometers, increase it by 1 kilometer, 1 mile every week, and watch your diet, which is huge. You cannot outtrain bad nutrition. You can't say, I'm going to work out for 7 days a week and then I'm going to eat junk food. No, it doesn't work like that. I'd rather have you not work out, but eat right. So they have to couple it with good nutrition, eating more vegetables, cutting down on their carbohydrates, more protein, and stretches. As they age, our elderly population, you better get down and stretch those muscles, because you have grandbabies to chase around the house. So stretching for our older population. I mean, our older population, they don't have to do high impact workout. They can just do their regular walk around and come back and stretch and eat their food and take their supplement and check in with their doctors. When something is wrong, don't wait until it's too late. So I hear it often, oh, he's slumped and dead, slumped and died. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, he wasn't sick at all. Well, maybe occasionally that will happen, but at the end of the day, you found out that this person have underlying illnesses that he had neglected or she had neglected for a long time. So we have to stay healthy and continue moving. So
that's good. Now let me just zero in into your family a little bit. Your children come from a very, very super sporting mom and dad. Any one of them going to take after your husband or yourself?
Well, I can tell you now, none will take after my husband. My husband was a discus thrower and a shot put. He's a big dude. So my kids, none of my kids will do that. I have 3 children who are really, really into sport, into track and field. My oldest one, I think, I say maybe she doesn't have our genes. if her life depended on it, she can't even run.
Oh my God.
She can't even run. And then the remaining 3, my second child, he kind of crossed over from basketball. He's 6'6" tall, very tall guy.
Wow.
So he crossed over to basketball to track. And this past season will have been his 4th season of track. And then because of COVID, he wasn't able to run, but he's going to college and he's going to continue to train for track, and he will be running 2 and 4. He has a great form. He reminds me of our late Sunday Bada. Sunday Bada was a tall 400-meter runner. So he will be doing that. And then my 3rd child, Brianna, she's new in track. And she's coming along. She will be running the 400. She's taller than me, and another long legs. And then my youngest one, she's a sprinter. She's very good in 1 and 2, and she did that. Actually, I call her my project. I started coaching with her, so you should see her run. She got it all together, and just can't wait to see where track and field will take them.
And this question, I know you probably will have been asked this question tons of times. Are they going to be running under the American flag or Nigerian flag? I know the Americans, but
I get asked a lot, and I'm like, we have to do something about our system. True. I will not allow my children to compete under this current circumstances in Nigeria. And if I do that, I'm doing them disservice. And also, I will not advocate for any Nigerian foreign-born athlete to run for Nigeria with the current circumstances in Nigeria. We have a lot to clean up. And I will help, and I know so many people who will come and help. If I want to know my child, if they're safe when they go home to compete for Nigeria. I would love for them to compete for Nigeria, but as it is right now, I can't say yes. I can't say that. I would love to say that. I would love to say that. But we have a lot of cleaning to do. We have to make our sport safe for these young girls. We have to. And if I cannot send my children to represent Nigeria, who am I to tell somebody else to send their youngster to run for Nigeria? It's safety issues. A lot of things are going on that has not been addressed. The abuse that goes on between the coaches and the athletes. We have to address that. We have awesome coaches, don't get me wrong, but we also have evil ones, sexual predators with the stopwork that call themselves coaches. We need to root them out to allow Nigerian sports to foster, to prosper. I hope that answers your question.
It does, actually. It does. And I tell you, I thoroughly enjoyed myself talking to you. And I must say, all my years as a sports journalist, this is probably the first time I've actually spoken to you. I know I've spoken to quite a lot of your other colleagues, but it's been an honor to talk to you about all this stuff we've spoken about today. And I can only sleep well today. Now I've spoken to another Olympian. and I'll take that off my list. Just
Thank
before
you.
we go, I'll just want to read some of the comments we've had today.
Okay.
So far, just to one Olajumoke Otola said, you spoke about as secondary schools, our government need to encourage people to look back at what you guys done in the past. I mean, about history and what have you. And she said, how can our government scrap history from our curriculum? This is what we have been missing, and because if we do not learn from you guys, if it's not written, if it's not played over a TV station, if we don't have something like the Way Show to bring people like you back to contribute, I mean, how do we learn? Thank you, Jumoke, for that. And he says, thank God for the Way Show. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Sandra Spesta is a regular on the show. She says, great show. And she said, she's got speed.
Not anymore. I was there. Thank you.
She did say super long legs. Bless her. So yeah,
thank you, Sandra.
Those long legs should have been insured for millions and millions of dollars long time ago. Merrick's _blog said, great show. Thank you. Sammy Emmanuel, obviously saying hello to everyone and obviously to you too. Dion, thank you for coming on the show. Says everything about the show and the guest is awesome. Thank you. Jumoke also said, did you? All right, yeah, I think Fatima already answered that question. Did are your kids going to take after you? As she already answered. She said, yes. Except for one of them who would not. Except for one of them who would not. Yes. So thank you everyone for commenting on the show. We had loads of comments, but thank you all for commenting on the show. And we want to say also a very big thank you for Fatimat for coming on to the show. And we can all also wish you the very best of luck to your family, to your kids. Very best of luck to them. All the best wishes to them. They've got an amazing mom and amazing dad. And we can only wish you all the very best. And also very best of luck to your project in Kogi State. Please don't let it stop in Kogi State. Make sure it extend to the whole of Nigeria. Absolutely. And we'll all be also supporting you and praying for you. And also for the village coach fitness. When you got that time, please let us know so that we know what we can do about it. Okay. And I need myself. I need to hit the gym very soon.
I will send you guys to work out. Maybe it will be another segment to take you to the studio and be ready in your workout gear so that you can bring exercise to your audience. Let's talk about that next time.
We will definitely. So thank you so much. Thank you. And all the best wishes to you.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for coming to the show. Bye. So that was Fatimat Yusuf-Olukoju. That's a full name. So married to another great athlete from Nigeria. You've heard so much. You've heard everything she has to say about the Olympics, about life as a 400 meters runner for Nigeria. Our plans for Nigeria and where it's been going all wrong for Nigeria. I mean, we keep saying it every time we come on this show. We've had a coach say it. We've had an athlete, obviously confirmed it. We've had an old timer who obviously was a champion, a world beater, obviously also saying. So, I mean, another interesting show. We had a proper legend in athletics coming to school us a bit about what's been going on, what happened back then, and what's going on now.
Yeah, I was just enjoying that. Me, I'm an athletics guy, so
yes,
it was good to listen to some of the things. And I'm actually quite impressed with what she said about, our plans. And I understand also the way most, parents of children born abroad feels about, allowing their kids to come into the system as it's presently set up. There's a lot of a lot of terrible stuff going on there, and
Yeah.
I'm not even sure that I will even encourage people that have kids within Nigeria to allow their children to be in that setup right now, because I don't think it's child friendly. I'm not even sure they have child protection laws or policies in place and all that. And the funniest thing is I've been out of the country for the past 10, 15 years. I've met Nigerian teams. Since Auntie, I'm not sure they currently have a female coach actually, or a chaperone, or most of the coaches are men. So, and that's another thing they need to look at. Normally, this team should have 50-50 balance, male and female, and we shouldn't just have a team that is like 99% male.
Male dominated, yeah.
I don't think that's really nice. So,
and without proper trained chaperones and all,
So that's quite a point of concern, and also especially for the junior teams as well. I mean, you're talking about people between 15 to 20, young kids, So yeah, so I'm really So I'll be on the lookout for a program in Kogi and how we can support that.
Yes, definitely. We will be supporting our program in Kogi State, which is very laudable. I mean, we've always said on this show, it's always good to give back. Despite all the problems we might have in Nigeria and Africa, it's always good to give back, and in a way to be able to change the scenery and to change the conversation over there. It's good that we're obviously initiating this conversation and people are talking about it. Thank you, Sami Emmanuel. He said it's been a very interesting show. Thank you. Bumi Omo says, great show. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everyone, for your usual support. All the usuals that have come to make comments on this show. Again, if you've not subscribed to this show, please do.
Yeah, please.
Subscribe to it and click that bell for notifications. So when we upload new videos, you can always be notified. So if you're busy, you can't watch live programs, you can always be notified. And obviously you get back to Aisha Gray. Great information. Thank you. That's what she said. Thank you, Aisha, for coming on the show. And we will obviously continue to bring in people who've got a genuine interest in rebuilding not just Nigeria and Africa, and obviously, the diaspora in anything, entertainment, sports, media, industry. We are here at the Way Show. And
so that's it for this week.
It is. It's a wrap for this week. And again, thank you everyone for coming.
She actually mentioned Coach Tony Osheku.
Yes.
I actually reached out to him, but he was going to be very busy at this time. So I was actually hoping he could join in and contribute, because he's moved back to Nigeria, so he's on the ground, and he would have been quite. Well, hopefully we'll get him on the show soon, and that would be quite interesting to hear.
Interesting, especially for someone on the ground.
So what's there for next week?
We'll keep our fingers crossed. We don't want to let the cat out of the bag.
Okay.
Just stay tuned to the Way Show. Follow us on Instagram, as you always do. And please, like I always say, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors about the Way Show. It's very interesting. Don't mind me being overblowing our trumpet now. It's always been interesting talking to people on the Way Show here. And obviously, I want to say very big thank you to Fatimat for coming to the show. Thank you to Yomi, my partner, who obviously is also at the back of the show, making sure everything goes on smoothly. You can hear me, you can see me. All thanks to Yomi Amabija. And from our very self, what can I say? Have a very wonderful week. Enjoy your week. And please, please, please stay safe. There's only one life. Okay? Stay safe and see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.